Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. So this is episode 2 of Raiders of the Loft action figures. So this time, episode 1 was just purely Doctor Who, and it's all random, it's just the way it came out of the loft. So this is this is all Star Wars. This is literally all Star Wars stuff. And again, it's stuff I've not seen for, well, a good few years. So first up, we've got the Ewok Village. So I always wanted one of these as a kid, always. Never got one. I think I mentioned in a previous video that my wife's brother had one, and she used to play with her toys in the lift. So this is, yeah, that's not very fair, I don't think. But yeah, I absolutely love it. So I bought this at the Norwich Toy Fair last November with Chuffy Futter, £10. Let your eyes be your guide. It's in really, really good condition. It's got nothing, there's absolutely no accessories with it at all, but it's lovely and clean, and also it's got the lift mechanism. So when I went to the NEC the other Sunday, 1st of October it was, I bought the actual lift that goes with the Ewok Village. So that was £10. So it's probably going to take me years to complete this little project. But the lift mechanism, which is here, it does still work. So it's got all the bits. It just needs a little bit of string on there. And the only other bit that's missing in relation to the platform is the back bit here. So I did see some bits which were for sale at the NEC, but it wasn't clear what bit I needed. So I need to maybe work out what shaped bit I need from eBay, and then I can, go to a toy fair and hopefully pick that up. So I'd like the platform, or the rest of the platform next. But yeah, well happy to get the lift, and considering the lift cost exactly the same price as the Ewok Village, I actually don't think that was a bad price, the £10 for the lift. So yeah, well happy with that. So that's come down from the loft purely to fit the lift on there. So that's the first bit, and I've got a few wrapped up Star Wars vehicles in the background. So I'm going to open them up next and see what I've actually got. So next up, I'm sure you can probably guess what it is by the shape. So this has been in the loft probably, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years. Right, so it's a vintage AT-AT. So it's in that pose purely for storage. It stood on one of the boxes. So I picked up this AT-AT from the Enfield pageant. This probably was in 2012. Only cost me £15, which I thought was a great price because I never had an AT-AT as a kid. My cousin had one. I just loved it so much. It was one of the best kind of vehicles from Star Wars, but like my parents could never afford it. And also I don't remember seeing it in Edmonton Green in the Tesco's Christmas sale of 1984. Although my cousin, because the sale went on for ages when they were getting rid of all the Star Wars stuff, and my cousin actually saw it in the, what was it? It was in the Tottenham. Was it Tottenham? Yeah, the Tottenham branch near Seven Sisters. So he actually got the AT-AT from there, obviously reduced. And I thought it was great. So to pick it up for £15, I really couldn't believe it. So this one is a bit dusty. And it has got a few bits and pieces missing. So it's got the actual battery compartments missing from inside. The guns have been snapped off, but I was able to pick up a brand new set of guns on eBay. This was a good few years ago when I first got this ATAT, for like £3 or something, and they're brand new original Kenner, still in the packet. Also the compartment for the bulb, that was on there when I initially bought it at the infill pageant, but when I got back to the car, it must have dropped off while I was walking back to the car. So I think when I last looked, they were going for £15 each. They're probably like 20, 25 now, because the prices of Star Wars accessories and spare parts has just spiraled recently. But yeah, it just needs a clean. But I've actually got 3 ATATs in total, all from the infill pageant. I bought them 3 years in a row, £15 each, all in different states. But the best one is on display in the toy room with my Imperial officers. It's got loads of AT-AT commanders in there and AT-AT drivers. I think Darth Vader, the retro collection's in there as well. I'll have to do a room tour at some point. But yeah, I think this is great. And the reason I've got 3 AT-ATs is because I've always meant to. I always meant to do, when it snowed, the kind of get them all set out in the snow and make it look like Hoth, and set up all my stormtroopers and my rebel troopers. But yeah, just never got around to it, because every time it snowed, the AT-ATs were in the loft, because there's only one down in the toy room. But yeah, let's open something else. Right, so next up is well, you can guess by the shape, it's an X-wing. So I wouldn't have seen this. This is, well, I've been in this. I've lived in this house for 10 years this month, and this would have been bubble wrapped in my other loft before I moved here. So I haven't seen this X-wing for, I don't know, maybe 12, 13 years, possibly, something like that. So I don't know what X-wing this is. I think this might be Luke's X-wing. Well, let's have a look. I don't think it is Luke's X-wing at all. I think it's what is it? Red? Is it Red 2? So that will be good to compare this to the X-wing that I opened up a little while ago, Antop Merrick's, because it's the same X-wing mould with the same issue with the wings. And I would have bought this in Toys R Us in Enfield, because I just love X-wings. I think they're great. So honestly, I've got to do some research, because I can't remember what. I didn't realise I'd left the figure in there as well. Oh, is it Wedge? Try and get him into focus. I think it's Wedge Antilles. That's a really nice sculpt. Yeah, I've not seen this for ages and ages. I didn't realise I'd left the figure in there. So yeah, you get Wedge, and you also get his R2 unit as well. So that's a nice little touch, nice little bonus. And I never thought I'd find these guys up there. And I've got the it's got all the legs and everything. So yeah, it's exactly the same as Antok Merrick's. And you do see these for sale on eBay from time to time. They've got the wings missing. I mean the guns, but I've kept all, because I keep everything neat. I've got all the guns there, but I'll have to double check and see what guns go on what X-Wing. That's nice. That's a really nice. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that X-Wing. So I'm just going to set him up. I'm just going to put the guns on and see what it looks like after all this time. Well, that's not a bad X-Wing. I think I've got the right guns on there, because I'm sure that Wedge had the. I'm sure he had the little yellow bands around his guns. So I think that's right. I mean, obviously, see, I don't know when this was released. It would have been. I'm trying to think. Would it have been must have been the early noughties, maybe early noughties. It used to be on display. So there's a little bit, just a slight little bit of yellow in, but it doesn't, you know, it's not that noticeable. Still looks really good, and yeah, obviously Hasbro's weathering techniques have improved over the years. So yeah, obviously there's better versions of this X-Wing, but as I said, it's the same mould. I think it looks good. It's another treasure from the loft. Yeah, I like it. I think it looks really good. So yeah, definitely want to compare this with Antok Merrick's X-Wing. And I do like the way that I've put the figures inside there. So yeah, so like as I said, probably that's been up in well, it's been put away for maybe 10 to 13 years. Unbelievable. But now I'm going to get it out and play with it. Have I seen anything to sell yet? So the Ewok Village, that's a recent purchase, because yeah, I've had that just under a year, because I got that with Chuffy Futter. I can hear my wife saying, do you need 3 AT-ATs? But it would be nice to recreate Hoth when it snows. I don't know. It's a tough one. Do I need 3 AT-ATs? Let's open. I've got two more packages to open. So let's see what we've got in there. I mean, it's quite obvious what they are, but let's have a look. So it's pretty obvious what's in the next parcel. So yeah, this is the second AT-AT that I spoke about that cost £15. So again, it does need a bit of a dust down, but yeah, it seems to be in all right condition. But let's have a proper look at it. Right, so this guy doesn't seem to have his guns. I didn't realise. I thought he did have his guns. So, but then, as I mentioned, I have got those brand new guns that I picked up probably 10 years ago from eBay. Really, he's really filthy, really dusty, needs a proper clean. He's in all right condition. His stickers, he seems to have all the original stickers. A little bit of yellowing on the legs, slightly, but I suppose that's age. I can't remember whether the legs were like that when I put him away. They probably were. but not bad condition at all. Oh, there you go. Look, I've got the compartment for the bulb. So I must have put it in there to be safe. So yeah, they're going for a bit of money now on the old eBay. So that's all right. I can't even trying to get it into focus. See what else is in there. Now I think this has also got the battery. It should have the battery compartment as well. Oh right, so yeah, so I've put the guns away to be safe. So these guns are all right. I mean, they're not the best guns in the world, but they're the original guns. So that's all right. I knew they were there somewhere. Yes, it's got the battery compartment inside. But yeah, the stickers are really good. So it's got all the stickers in the actual cockpit as well. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's not a bad nick at all. Just needs a good old clean up. But yeah, I'd love the ATAT. Do I need 3 ATATs? I don't know, I'll have to think. I love having ATATs though. I don't know. I mean, Christmas is coming, and hopefully some snow as well. I don't know, let's open the last package. Right, you all know what this package is. This is another X-Wing. So let's get this open. So I know exactly what it is. And it's the first time this X-Wing sculpt was ever used. So this is the Power of the Force. So forget your vintage collection. This is the Power of the Force X-Wing, and I picked this up in 1999. So yeah, again, it used to be on display when I was young, free and single, but I absolutely love this. So check that out. That is the Luke Skywalker Power of the Force electronic X-Wing. It's in really good nick as well. Absolutely love this. And I saw one boxed. I've still got the boxes in the loft somewhere, but I saw one of these boxed at the National Film and Sci-Fi Museum. The weathering's quite nice on this as well. So just like the Kenner original, the R2 doesn't come out. But I think he moves, or if you move R2, it moves Luke's head inside, and Luke doesn't come out either. But look at that! I'll have to get some batteries, and I definitely want to compare this one to the Anton Merrick. But this is the original, and it's got a little handle as well. I'm just gonna set the guns up. I don't remember what order the guns go in, and it's proper movie phrases from A New Hope. Unbelievable. I absolutely love this. So let me just set it up. So how cool does that look? So it's so Anton Merrick, Anton Merrick was all painted. There was no stickers that you had to apply. I can't remember if I had to apply stickers to this X-Wing myself. But it just looks great, and it's in really good nick. I'm surprised at how good it actually looks. It has got a little, I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if that happened when it was in storage, but it's got a little bend on the actual gun. I can't even get it into focus. but you get the idea. But I think it looks brilliant. And the Luke sculpt, I think it's exactly the same as the Power of the Force Luke sculpt, but the figure just doesn't come out. And this, his little computer moves, and it lights up inside, and R2 talks. So I think, I mean, so yeah, I don't know what year, it must have come out like 98 maybe. I picked up at 99 at a Showmasters. So Showmasters, they run the, or they own the National Film and Sci-Fi Museum, where I saw one of these boxed not long ago. But it was a Showmasters event in Cheshunt, like a Star Wars Showmasters event. They also used to do toy fairs as well, where I actually picked this up. But I'd never seen one before, but I absolutely love it. I mean, I think it just looks amazing. But yeah, not bad paint applications weathering on there at all. You know, for 1999, yeah, it looks really, really good. So yeah, I want to properly compare this to Antok Merrick, who was, so Antok Merrick's would be the latest X-Wing to use this mould. But yeah, but also put the actual batteries in as well, and listen to the movie sounds. But yeah, no, that was not bad. I enjoyed getting those out of the loft. Not sure if I found anything to sell yet. Possibly one of the AT-ATs. I don't know, but as I've said, winter's coming. But anyway, that's the end of episode 2 of what's it called, Raiders of the Loft action figures. And I really, yeah, I mean, Wedge, he was a Lost action figure. I had no idea that he was actually in the X-Wing. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care. I've got plenty more boxes and bagged up vehicles that still need to come down. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one.